Hey everyone, Hi Sam, welcome to another At The Bench update. It's been 3 weeks since the last one, and we've got another finished project to show and a bit more progress on the 12-scale Fujimi Skyline as well. I've got a whole list of stuff to talk about. I've got a cheat sheet taped to my tripod, so I've got all the GBs to talk about. I've got kit purchases to run through, just said I would in one of my last videos. I've got potential entries into the Rocar GB. We've got the GT500 to have a quick look at. The video build final part was probably yesterday, but for continuity, and as I always do, we're going to pop a few pics up on here and have a little bit of a chat about it as well. We'll have a look at the Skyline, where that's at, because I don't think we're at the place we were at with it in the last one. Does that make sense? We'll have a look at that as well. Well, the kit support, a lot of you asked for an inbox review, which I don't think it warrants because of the age of the kit, but we'll have a look through the box on here anyway, so it will hopefully satisfy some of those inquisitive minds out there. I've also got a channel to pimp as well, which we're going to do in a second, and of course we'll have a look at the aquarium, because if I don't show it, Keith especially always asks where it is. So yeah, 3 weeks has rolled by. I've given up today. I normally do face to camera without the glasses on. I've admitted defeat. I need my glasses, so they're staying on today, so yeah, I can read stuff, whereas at the end of this video I'm like that and I can't see. So yeah, 3 weeks gone by, busy old 3 weeks. The video builds are still going strong. Like I said at the beginning of the year, my plan was to video build everything I build, and so far we're 4 for 4, with the Skyline one about halfway through, and we're about to start what is technically our 6th build of the year, and 6th video build of the year as well. Put some potential entries up on ISM and my Paul ISM page last night, and we'll have a look through those in a minute. So, pimping channels. I've got a lot of friends, some new, who've got YouTube channels that are just starting out, and I think it's important to kind of help the newer channels to get off the ground, because when they've got less than 100 subs, they don't get a lot of exposure on YouTube. To be honest, even when you get up to 1,000, you don't get all that much, but you will get more because you're monetized. So we did Luke Ward a few weeks back. Real nice lad, not been with us that long, been doing the Hangouts for a few months now, but cracking lad, good laugh, good Welsh lad as well. And his channel is it seems to be doing well. His videos have got infinitely better as he's gone along. He's improved, he's seen where he needs to improve, and his modelling work is absolutely fantastic as well. So Luke's channel, I think we said about it last time, is Scale Motor, so head on over there. Remember, I'll try and put a link in the description down below, so go over and support Luke. Luke primarily builds, I would say, bikes and cars, so that should satisfy your bike need from me a little bit. I think we did say this last time. And then a fairly newish guy to our Hangouts is Dan Croak. Dan's a good Irish lad, good sense of humour, very, very natural behind the camera, and he's got a wicked beard as well. So Dan Croak's channel is called The Dan Cave, and again, I'll try and put a link in the description down below. Now, I would say Dan primarily builds cars, but I think by the look of it, he dabbles in aircraft, and I'm guessing he probably builds a lot more stuff as well. So head over to Dan's channel. Dan's only got, I think he had 18 subscribers yesterday morning. We got up to about 30 odd. So go on over, subscribe to the channels and support them, and watch their content and give them feedback. Comment. The comments mean a lot to a YouTuber, so always try and leave a comment if you can. But go on over. So Scale Motor for Luke and The Dan Cave for Dan. Go on over and support them both. And of course, our very own Luke Carr as well is still going strong. Luke's primarily an armour builder, although I think he said he's going to build a car soon. I know he's got a Foos truck in his stash, and I'm sure he said he had something else. I forget now. But Luke primarily builds armour, and Luke's going live every Saturday at the minute, 3 PM, so head on over there and support Luke Carr as well at Black Rifle Model Works with an X, very important with an X, and show some love to our other fellow YouTubers. That wasn't me, that's my footstool down below rubbing on a box. Honestly, it is. Right, GBs, I've got a list to go through, so I'm going to try and stick to my list. It's just taped below, so you've seen me doing that. That's why I'm doing it. So the GBs, We've had all sorts of GB so far. We've had, off the top of my head, let me see, we've had German, we've had rally car, we've had a large scale one which is still ongoing. I forget the others. Mine's gone blank, but I know the road car one started. Was it the 1st? I think it was the 1st of this month, and the F1 is still ongoing as well. So plenty of choice throughout the year. We've added a few other builds in and amongst between them. Luke Carswell and Timothy Iverts wanted to do a 172 one, so we've kind of put that in there as well. And I know Alan was talking about maybe a 12 scale or a bike SIG, so that might be shoehorned in there at a later date as well. So hopefully it's opening up for as many people as we can, and it'll get a lot more interest and a lot more people involved. But the full list of them is on the International Scale Model group build page. The link's in the description of the video down below. Going over there, the calendar's tagged to the top of the page. You just got to click on the post and read it a bit further down. And there's all sorts, it's not just cars and road vehicles. We've done like a Japanese, Italian, British, German, to open up to all the genres of modelling as well. So yeah, head on over there and have a look. So my potential entries into the road car build. So I have several. I'm going to pop them on screen, and I'm going to find my picture now on Facebook so I can talk to you about them as we go through. I had a multitude of choices. I've got a decent stash. Obviously it needs to be road car, and the problem I've got is the 12 scale Skyline's a very, very in-depth build. And the Revell GT500 wasn't exactly the simplest because it's full engine, full interior and what have you. So I wanted quite an easy build. That went out the window straight away, and I've picked medium to difficult kits to choose from. So these are my potential entries. I'm not going to pick one just yet. I plan to try and get another part of the Skyline done, then start this. And we'll do what we did with the GT, where we run them alongside each other. So potential entries are the wonderful Tamiya Lexus LFA, which is meant to be one of Tamiya's best car kits. Hard to find kit, beautiful looking car. Not sure the colour of that ever did it. Maybe the orangey colour that they did. I don't know. We'll think about that one. But yeah, great looking car, great looking kit. We've also got Tamiya's 360 Spider, the convertible 360. If I did that, I'd probably do it in silver. Great kit again. We've got the Revell Premium BMW A50. Which if I did it, I've got the paint to do it in magenta red. Problem with that kit is that's a very, very in-depth build. There's a lot to that kit, so I don't really fancy that right now, but it's there as a potential. I've got some Alpina rims for it and some aftermarket resin M3 mirrors, so never say never on that one. We've got the Aoshima Lamborghini Diablo GT, which if I did it, I would do it in that mauve. I think it's mauve. Dirty Diablo purple, which is the iconic colour for that car in my opinion. So another great looking car. Of course the iconic BMW 2002 TII with the beautiful M stripes on it from Hasegawa. If I did this, it'd be white or silver, probably bordering towards silver because it's a bit more interesting. But a great kit and just an awesome all-round classic car. Well, the car that made BMW really. And then something completely out of my kind of normal range is Aoshima RX-7. This is the Spirit R Type B. Great looking car. Nice looking simple kit. So this one's quite up there, the possibilities. Nice simple kit. And if I wanted to cheat, I wouldn't even have to do the interior because it comes with clear and tinted glass as well. Alan Parker will go mad because I'm skimping out on the build. But it'd be a quick build, that's for sure. And that's it. So they're my potential builds. So have a comment in the chat down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. What should I build? Are there any others? If you've got a link to my scale mates, I think I've got it in the description of the video. If not, I'll add it. Go through. Just remember, it's got to be a road car, and it's not armour like somebody suggested because it needs to go into a road car GB. So yeah, a few potential builds. Not set in stone yet. I bought loads of American cars, well, kits lately. For future builds, so we're gonna have a look through those in a minute. And I bought them because I've enjoyed them. I've never enjoyed the Revell kits all that much in the past. They're not like Tamiya kits, they're not shake and bake kits. I've never really enjoyed building engines and the interiors, but I have now. I kind of changed the way I've approached these kit, and I kind of enjoy building the engines now. I love doing the interiors. I'm having real good fun with the interiors lately. With the flocking, we've got the flocking down to a good way of doing it now. And yeah, so it's opened up a whole new realm of kits for me, so I kind of went mad and bought a whole load of them. So yeah, potential builds. I would quite happily build one of these straight away. The GT500 is one of the most popular video builds I've done, even after just not even a month. It's at 6,000 plus views. It's not a lot by a lot of comparisons, but it is for us. So that will potentially get a lot of views over the years. So lots of American car builds I want to do. So I'll pop some pictures up on screen, and we'll have a look at some of the potential, well, the definite future builds I have in progress. This is no way showing off. I'm not doing it. These have been bought over a couple of months. They're not the most expensive kits. It's just showing you what I bought to add content to the channel. So let's pop some pics up. So we got, right, let's start at the top left. We got the Revell Chevy. It's a, let me have a look. My picture screwed up on me. There we go. So yes, let's have a look properly. I can zoom in now. So we got the Revell Chevy 1956 Bell Ray. Great looking kit. Saw this online a while back. Couldn't find it anywhere in the UK for reasonable money. I think I was going to pay like 50 odd quid plus import duty from the States. So I didn't buy it. Lo and behold, it popped up on eBay, the UK seller. So I snapped it up and bought it. I know it's an older kit, but I bought it. I'm not going to lie, mainly for that box art. It's a great looking box art. That'll be done on a two-tone scheme, and it'll be an interesting build at a later date. Next out, we've got the Smoking Bandit 77 Pontiac Firebirds. Well, you know, Smoking the Bandit, great film. Love that growing up. 77, year I was born, so winner. And the Pontiac Trans Am, just a great looking car. So that's a good one to buy. We've got the 62 Chevy Impala SS, great looking big boat of American car. Got that off Amazon for a decent price. Did I? Yes, I did. Then we got the Hemi Cuda. I built a Hemi Cuda a while back. I can't remember which one it is. Very, very similar. Great kit as well. Again, off Amazon. Got some great deals on Amazon on the Revell kits. Bottom left, got the 66 Pontiac GTO. Again, another big boat of American muscle. Great looking kit. Again, off Amazon. Next to that, I saw this custom Cadillac lowrider on eBay, and just thought that looks really cool. So snapped that up as well. And then this 1970 Pontiac Firebird, just been recently released, I think. I know it's an older kit, but it's been recently re-released with different bits and decals in there, I think, as well. And again, it's a Firebird. Great looking cars, and yeah, awesome. And then below that, a kit I know a lot of people have said they've had trouble with, but it was 16 quid on Amazon. Absolutely dirt cheap, so I picked it up. It's the Shelby Mustang GT350. So, lots to get on with there, and that's not it. There's more. Wait, there's more. My good pal Alan Parker got a nice deal on a load of these Good Smile racing kits. I showed interest in the Porsche. Never thought he'd do a trade with me, and he did. Traded in a McLaren MP412 Fujimi kit, and got that. Not my normal cup of tea. I'm not into all these livery cars like this, and they're a little bit strange. But I do like that 911 GT3 R. So yeah, I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. It'll make an interesting build. So Alan very kindly did the swap, and it looks a great kit. God knows what those decals will be like. Probably shocking. Next one, we got the 69 Shelby GT500. I only bought that about 3 weeks ago, and I started it immediately, and I just finished it yesterday. So great kit. Hard to find. No, paid a lot of money for that. Another Michelin Pilot Escort. Paul Chaplin very, very kindly sold me that at a very, very reasonable price. Thank you, Paul. And a Lancia Stratos over on the right, which I may move on, because that's 24 scale, because I bought a 12 scale one, which we'll chat about at the end. I also got the McLaren 570S from Revell, the Mercedes AMG GT from Revell, the Ford Torino, currently on Amazon Prime at 15 quid, absolute bargain. Built that kit before in the Starskin Hutch scheme, so I'll probably pick a different scheme this time round. And of course the Foose pickup truck, which I bought and then Amazon very swiftly sold out of because I bought it and told everyone they were there. Pretty hard kit to find, and there were loads of them at Amazon for a decent price. But another 68 Chevy Chevelle, Love that kit. We video built that one in that copper colour. Superb new kit from Revell, a couple of years old. That goes together fantastic. So fancy doing that one in red because I think it looks good in red. And the Dodge Charger, which again, very reasonable price on Amazon. They're still there as well. And the other day, I also bought the 2013 Mustang Boss. I have a Plymouth GTX on the way. And Alan spotted this BMW 3.5 CSL on eBay. Company I never heard of, 16 scale. I like that scale for the larger cars. And it's called an Imitative Racer, but it's definitely the 3.5 CSL Batmobile. And this is what we're going to have a look through the box of in a minute, because a lot of people showed interest in it. I paid £60 for that, which isn't bad at all. It doesn't look too bad. There's no decals with it, so we either have to mask off and spray those M stripes or go with a different scheme. But for 60 quid, it didn't look too bad at all. And also, one other thing I bought as well, which is arriving later on this afternoon, is I got a Daiushi 12 scale Lancia Stratos at a very reasonable price. I've seen these kits go for 250 quid before, and I got this for 120 quid. So it arrives later on today. So again, hopefully that will be an interesting build at some point. Right, let's have a quick chat about the GT500. So, last video build, absolutely stunning kit. Really went well together. Glad I chose this colour for it. It looks really good. And yeah, what a great looking car. So, primed in Tamiya grey primer. Base coloured in Mr. Colour C57, which is a very close match to the Gulfstream Aqua Ford colour. We cleared it in Gravity 2K. The windows were bare metal foiled. All the other chrome work, bar the wheels, was Molotow chromed, which was then aqua gloss protected. The wheels were the kit chrome that I flat coated with Tamiya LP flat clear. And yeah, looks really, really good. Really happy with kit decals on the exterior. The interior used a Gravity Focus cream leather set, which looked absolutely brilliant. We nicked some wood decals out of another Mustang kit for us. For some reason, this kit didn't come with them. Flocked the carpet. I did my own wood effect on the steering wheel, which turned absolutely brilliant. And of course, we wired up the engine as well. Added a bit of detail in there. And yeah, what a great build it was. Very enjoyable kit. Went together with no real dramas whatsoever. And boy, am I glad I chose that colour, because this thing looks absolutely stunning in that beautiful colour. Great looking car, great looking kit. And yeah, I'd happily build that one again, but can't seem to find it in the UK that easily. No real fit issues with it at all. We had a few calamities on the way, mainly with ruining that chrome trim at the front of the hood or bonnet, which we had to scratch build out a bit of plastruct. But hey, we did it, problem solved, and ended up with a decent looking model. Right, let's head down to the bench. Let's go to the overhead camera. We're going to have a look through that box of that Imitative Racer. And we're going to have a look at the Skyline 12 scale from Fujimi that I've been working on. You've seen it in the video, but again, I always show them in this because not everybody watches the video builds. And probably not everybody watches this, to be honest, but you never know. So we'll head on down to the bench and have a look at that. Right then, first off, let's have a look at the Skyline. So this is the 12 scale Fujimi kit we've been video building. If you've been following the build, this might be a bit boring, but not everybody follows the build, so I like to keep continuity in the well, the bench updates basically. So this is Fujimi's 12 scale kit. It's a bit of a monster. We spent a lot of time on this kit. As you can see, this is where we're at now. So the body's all 2K'd. It's covered in fingerprints. The body still needs flattened back and polishing up, etc. But that's a job for a later date. So we've got all the wheels on. Beautiful brake set from Studio Rosso. We added the luminous green decals to those lovely Studio Rosso wheels. And then I decided to do the brake calipers in the same colour for kind of a bit of continuity and to make it visually interesting. So they look absolutely great. Beautiful wheels. It sits about right for a Skyline. That's about how high they sit standard. I've checked. I've double checked for anybody says it. To lower this thing would be an utter nightmare. So we're not going to do that. It'd be far too much faffing around. The main area work that's been on this one is obviously all these doors just taped on for now. Is the engine bay. There is a lot of hours in here of painting, scratch building, adding detail as and where we could. I'm going to try and zoom in and just move my camera a bit for you so you can have a look. So we've added all sorts of wiring, brake lines from the ABS pump, scratch built bits on the ABS pump, added the wiring to it. We scratch built a window wiper motor. We made a proper brake fluid container out of clear plastic, you can see. Put some oil in it to add a little bit of detail. Hoses everywhere. We had some battery cables, as you can see here, battery connectors. We just added detail everywhere we could. Sensors, throttle cable, everything. My best thing in here, I think, number one, I like my screen wash and the coolant, but you can't see them. They're tucked down there. The coolant one's tucked down there. I ended up spraying the screen wash one white because it looked a bit crap, to be honest. But it did have a clear cap to it. But the strut brace isn't a part of the kit. I scratch built that and it came out great. Really happy with that. Just going by a few pictures. Used a bit of Plastruct circle cutter. Added some detail here and there. And that came out really well. So, could have been better. Of course it could. But as a completely scratch built engine bay, I think it turned out pretty good. So it's a big old beast, this one. There's the hood or bonnet, and you know, I've not got small hands at the end of the day. It's certainly a big old thing to do. So I was going to go to this next, but I think it makes more sense, as I've just said, to go with the road car builder. Just for a bit of perspective, this is the Shelby GT500 we've just finished. This is 24 scale next to a 12th. So it shows you just how bad this beast is. Even when I move the car out of the way and get the interior tub is bigger than a 24 scale kit. So I've got to do a lot of work to this. I've got some beautiful resin seats, which I showed in earlier updates. We're going to flock it, paint it all. There's a lot of work to do. And like I said, it's kind of what we've just finished doing on this thing. So I kind of want to do something slightly different. So I think we might start our road car build once we decide which one it is, just to crack on and, well, do something a little bit different. So that's the Skyline. That's where that's at. So next up, like I say, we bought this. It's a BMW 3.5 CSL Batmobile, sold under the brand name of Zhengdefu, however the hell you say that, I don't know. It's got terrible translations all over the box, proper Chinese English, but I got this for 60 quid. It's got no decals in it. It's not the end of the world though. It's big enough to paint those M stripes on should we need it. We can print some of the BMW logos on some decal film should we require them at a later date. But compared to the Doushu one, which goes for over 200 quid, I prefer the 16 scale. It's a bit more manageable. So hence the reason why I got this over the bigger scale Doushu one, which I could have quite easily got for 200 odd quid, I think it was. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a manageable kit. And to be fair, I've had a quick look through the box on this. It doesn't look too bad at all. So there's kind of broken English on the side there. So white body, this makes you laugh at the bottom. White body has a beautiful form that is installed vertically, banana rear wing. Yep. Which is said art of beautiful colouring and silhouette formula. So yeah, it's one of those. So I wasn't holding that much hope for this. I thought it's going to be a load of crap. But I'll be honest, it came, and I'm kind of quite pleasantly surprised how good it looks. So I'll look through the instructions a minute. This isn't an inbox review. I'm not sitting here all day looking at it all. We're just going to have a very quick look through the box. So there's quite a lot of parts in the box, to be fair. I've opened some of it to have a look. It's got a full engine in there. The bodywork's all one. It looks like a 3.5 CSL to me. It's got some nice strengthening beams in there, which is good to see. And, well, I've seen worse. Chassis, pretty basic, but it is there. We've got a loose rear spoiler here as well, in case someone said it's missing later on. The only downside I've seen so far is the wheels look a bit crap. So they're the inserts for the wheels. I'm not going to take them out because I couldn't be bothered, if I'm honest. They don't look the greatest. They're alright, they're adequate. Tyres look good, although it's got treaded tyres, not very well treaded either. So we can always turn those into slicks. Chrome parts aren't too bad. There's various chrome parts in there. I'm not going to open it up because it's going to end up everywhere because it's in bits. But it's one of those kits. It's a compromise between quality and price, and I'm happy to kind of take this, to be honest, for 60 quid. Sealed clear parts. Clear parts don't look too bad actually. I've seen a lot worse of other kits, so that's not too bad at all. We've got some wiring, some hoses, some springs, some clear tube as well to add a little bit of detail to the kit. Got the interior. Bucket seats are probably the thinnest seat belt I've ever seen in my life. I think we're better lobbing shoestrings over your shoulders, so they can be covered up with normal belts later on. But the detail's there. It's not great, but it is all there at the end of the day. And you know, for 60 quid, I paid more than that for the 24th Harry kit, which is probably less detailed than this, I think. Is it? I can't remember what's in that now. I can't remember if it's an engine or not. I've totally forgotten. But, you know, workable doors. Maybe. We'll see about that one. Workable bonnet. Boot lid. So on. So, we don't look bad. Like I say, full engine. I'm not going to open these bags because I don't want to. But there's 3 screws in there, which is mainly for the engine and the running gear. In fact, yeah, it's all for the engine and running gear. So, it doesn't look too bad. I've seen a lot worse before. Like I said, you know, for £60, I know you can't see much through the clear plastic. This is an inbox review. I just said I'd have a quick look. It doesn't look too bad. The engine looks to be depicted quite well. It's got the BMW logos on the engine, on the rocker cover. Plastic looks good. There's no flash on there. It's really crisply, cleanly moulded. So I think for 60 quid, I'm more than happy with that. It's a good size. It's not as ridiculous as the 12 scale. So, you know, it's manageable. And to me, the shape looks fairly right. I think it looks pretty good. Crazy looking cars, these things anyway. So, yeah, interesting to see how it will build up. You'll see it at some point. I've got loads of 16 scale to get into. So, let's have a look. There's probably going to be loads of spell mistakes in here as well, but we're not going to pick on those. But I do laugh at the imitative racer. Bit strange. So, assembly. The instructions are actually quite nice and clear, to be fair. Let me zoom in a touch. Yeah, they're actually quite nice and clear. Can't really fault them at all. Assembly looks fairly straightforward. The engine looks really good. I mean, you've got the intakes, auxiliary belts, the gearbox. It all looks pretty decent. I'm sure with a bit of scratch building, you could make it even better. But you've got your plugs, spark plugs there, your wiring, your hosing, your cabling, the exhaust, all this here, the distributor. It's fairly well detailed, to be fair. It's probably got better detail than the 12 scale Fujimi has inside it. And assembly looks good. The instructions are really clear and concise. So yeah, for a no mark kind of kit, I've never heard of this company before. And a lot of people said, oh, it was a cheap copy of such and such, or they copied this. I think it looks alright. Like I say, for £60, you can pay that easily for a 24 scale Tamiya kit. Especially some of the rarer ones. And to get a big model of, again, an iconic car like this, it's pretty cool, to be honest. But it don't look bad. Time will tell. There's no decals, like I say, which is a bit of a shame. But it's only these M stripes. It'd be a pig to do, but you could mask them should you wished. Or we could go for a road car, because these were homologated. They were road cars. So I'm sure we could pick a pretty crazy kind of colour. I like the green colour these came in. It's one of my favourites. And they're just mental looking things. And yeah, there you go. So axle stands as well. Nice little kit for the money, to be fair. All the parts. I don't think it looks too bad at all. So there we go. A few of you asked for a run through the kit. There it is, very quick. If we do build it, we'll have a proper look through it before we go to the video build on it. It'll get built at some point, as and when. Don't know. Could be next week, knowing me. You never know. You just never know when you're going to build stuff. I'm very sporadic like that. But overall, I think if you can get it cheap, I think it's well worth the money. So as you can see, that BMW doesn't look too bad. For a cheap kit, I've seen a lot worse. What we can make of it, I don't know. The biggest dilemma I've got now is not only what colour, but I do fancy the green colour that these came in. If I can find a picture, I'll pop it up. Do I now keep my 24th Ari kit I bought a while back? And I don't know. Don't know if it's worth it, because I do like the 16 scale. The Harry Kit 24 does look very, very good. It goes together really well by the look of it. If anyone's interested in buying it, let me know. You can have it for what I had it for, which was about £65, unfortunately. If not, I may stick it on eBay and move it on, because I don't think I'll build 2 of them. I'd rather put all my effort into that 16 scale. I know there's a 12 scale one as well, but they go for silly money, and I'm not prepared to pay that for a simple kit. So yeah, that's it. Skyline's coming along well. We're going to get back to that later on today, and then we will pick our next build for our road car build. There we go. Right, we'll have a quick look at the aquarium, and then we'll call it quits. So aquarium's doing very, very well. I had a good trim a week or so ago, and it's growing back nicely. Always looks a bit like a desolate area when it's been trimmed, but it looks a lot better. Literally, it gets to the point where you can't see through the top because of the duckweed, and the water lettuce just grows absolutely crazy in there. We are nearly, what, 1.5 years into this now? Easily 1.5 years. And brilliant. I'm down to 3 guppies. They don't live long, unfortunately. So they're over a year old, so they've done well to last that long, to be fair. I need to get some more, but the fish shop didn't have any last time we went in there. But they're an essential part of this tank, because they're what feed the plants. And this is a no filter, no heater system. It's an ecosystem. So it needs the ammonia waste off the fish to help it thrive. Shrimp are doing great. I'd like to buy some more shrimp. A bit difficult to get at the minute because it's colder weather and they're posted out. I've been a bit reluctant to buy them because they come through the mail unheated. So it's like 8 degrees outside. They're going to get pretty cold. So I'm going to wait for the weather to warm up a little bit, and I'll probably get a few more of the bright red cherries, because they're kind of bred out into a clear hybrid. But overall, doing well. Still adding the CO2, the rudimentary CO2, using the Tetra pressurized cans. Popping in the TNC Complete plant fertilizer, and yeah, it's doing really good. It's a nice addition to the cave. Nice to look at when you're a bit stressed or a little bit bored and just want to zone out. But yeah, it's looking good. So happy how it goes, and I'd highly recommend it. It doesn't get affected by any fumes in here whatsoever. I've got a very good extractor, and it's had no detrimental effect to this whatsoever. There we go. That's it. That's us. I think that is everything we need to talk about. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've gone through everything on the list. So I plan to get another part of the Skyline out pretty soon. It's the interior. We're back to the interior again. This is the problem on working 2 kits. If you don't time it right, you end up working on the same stuff again. Ideally, I should start my road car build, so I'm on the bodywork, then get that all painted, let it dry, then go back to the Skyline. That should be what I do. And maybe we'll do that. I'll decide. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Lots to waffle on about. As always, come and join our Off Air Hangouts. The links are in the description down below. I've had loads of new people join lately. We've had Dan Croak, Luke Ward, Stu Potts joined us as well, Stuart Rose, Claire's joined us, and all settling in really well. If I've missed anybody out, I do apologise. We've had Stuart as well. Stuart RS has joined us. There's a whole multitude of new people, and they seem to be enjoying it. So come and pop in. It's free. All you need to download is, well, I don't think you need to download Zoom. Just click on the link and it'll bring you in. You just need a webcam and a mic, and it's just us muddling away, chatting away. We have a good laugh in there. You'll make some good friends. So the link's in the description down below. Just join the Off Air Hangout group, and the link's in there. Click it. If it opens, we're in there. If it doesn't, we're not. It's the same link all the time. So you just click it. I'm in there from usually 9:30 in the morning. Don't show me watch. 9:30 in the morning till 2, 3 in the afternoon. Some of the guys staying later, and then I'm back at 5:30, 6 onwards, and we can be in there all night, having a laugh and a joke, modelling away, chatting, you know, everything. So everyone's welcome, as long as you haven't pissed me off in the past. So yeah, come over and join us. Come have a laugh, and obviously our live feeds as well. We go live on a Wednesday morning 10 AM, Friday evening 7 PM, and Sunday morning 10 AM as well. Friday evenings are proper show kind of thing. Wednesday and Sunday are a bit more informal and a bit more relaxed. So come over and join us. There we are. As always, make sure you sub to the channel, click the bell notification, and leave a comment. As always, the same old waffle. I can't reply to you all because it takes away from so much time doing it. But I'd read everyone. Everyone comes straight through to my phone, and I read them all. I'm hearting them all or thumbs them up. I'm replying to all the ones I get the time to do. So please don't feel like, oh, he's not responding, he doesn't appreciate it. I do, massively. Like I said at the beginning, comments really do inspire YouTubers to carry on, and it does help with the videos. Boring spiel, check out International Scale Modeller Facebook page and forum. That's International Scale Modeller Facebook page and forum. umpretail.com, myself and Lee's business. We can get everything from us, from kits, paints, primers, tools, all sorts of stuff over there. Go and have a look. And of course, check out my Paul ISM Facebook page and Instagram page as well. All the links for this in the description down below, which is below the video. Just click on it and a big list opens up. They're all listed down there. I'll put Luke, Dan's and Luke Carswell's channel in there as well. And of course, at the top of that, every video has a link to all the products I use in my videos. So most of the things you can see, you'll normally find on there, modern related. Click on that and have a look. So thanks for watching today. I'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.